Good afternoon and welcome to the Blue Army podcast. I'm here with Dale Storey.
Hello, I'm back.
Well, wind, rain, blustery conditions, a game of football, 3 points for Trinity, and an all-round crazy day.
It's one of them days today, isn't it? It's one of them that you'll remember. You know what I mean? It's bizarre. I mean, the game itself wasn't particularly memorable. You take the weather out of it, and it was a pretty poor game. But you know, to come up and score a last-minute winner, there's no better feeling in football than when your team scores a last-minute winner, and it was great.
Exactly. We dug in. We had the wind against us in the second half. You said in your summing up that you felt that maybe Basford thought the game was won, with them having seen out the first half, with us having the wind at our backs. But the wind didn't play like that, did it? It didn't seem to stop teams playing in, well, with the wind at the back.
No, I said on the radio at half-time that Gainsborough just overhit everything with the wind. And Basford were probably slightly on top first half.
Yeah.
But with, you know, Trinity used it better in the second half. I thought even before the sending off they were playing better in the second half. But, you know, Basford, what did they create a clear-cut chance? Can you remember one? They had a free kick set, I think quite early on. That Grantham put one wide.
Yeah.
But
and Joe Green made a good save from a free kick.
Free kick, but again, a free kick's not a clear-cut chance, is it? It's a set piece.
No, but with the quality that obviously Matt Thornhill and James Reid.
It was James Reid, wasn't it?
Assist, yeah.
I thought the new keeper was good today.
Yeah, an excellent debut.
Yeah,
starting off with a clean sheet.
He looks solid, didn't he? As well. It's not always about shot stopping as a goalkeeper. I used to be a very poor goalkeeper, and it's a lot of it's, you know, the distribution, the communicating with your defenders, the claiming catches. Yeah. I thought he was good today, and you know
he was very animated as well, wasn't he?
But that's good. You want that because your goalkeeper's your last line of defence, isn't it? Yeah. Your goalkeeper can see more than most,
and he was trying to sort of, you know, really organise his defensive line in front of him and really sort of, you know, animate it in how he was doing it.
I thought the defence had a good game today as well. Like I say, I can't remember many clear-cut chances for Basford.
No, the fact that Nathan Stainfield went off at half-time.
Nathan Stainfield, who you could argue has been the best defender this season. I thought it's the best for me. I've seen Joe Maguire play today. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. There was 2 or 3 really dangerous balls in. He just got there, didn't he? Especially in the first half. And Johan Evans, I mean, as Liam King said to us in the interview, he
wasn't expecting to play, was
No,
he?
exactly. And that's hard because you've got to get your head set on the game and joining a game halfway through. I thought he was outstanding as well. So defensively, I thought they were good today, and I can see why he brought Austin back in at right back, because I think Evans has done well at right back, but Austin is a natural fullback, and you can always tell. Look at Basford; they don't think they had a natural left back today in Dom Roma.
But he has played there.
He has. We've just had a chat with him, haven't we? Which will be going up during the week. He has. I played there, but I can never remember seeing him play there. But
no, he can slot him anywhere across. But I think he'd have better, you know, if he was picking somewhere to play.
I feel the fullbacks, not just Dom. I can't remember who played right back. It was something Trinity probably should have got out more, and I think they did near the end, especially Simmons. Alex Simmons made the difference today, and he was really going for it at the right back. I can't remember his name, and he was excellent. And
it's on the tip of my tongue. Lewis. No, it's gone. We've only been commentating.
Terrible, I know, it's terrible comment.
But no, it was just for sort of, you know, getting in behind the fullbacks. I joked with Liam King off air that, you know, putting the highlights up, it might just be the last 5 minutes, but I'll put it.
Well, I thought the game changed on the red card, which
could have gone either way.
Well, yeah, it was. I think we've just been speaking to Don Rome, and he was asking us, you know, you had one view behind the goal, I was at the side, Alfie was sat next to me. We weren't sure, you weren't sure. The referee is obviously right on top of it, but it looks...
Obviously the two captains have collided on the halfway line.
The two captains have gone for the ball, both with the feet up. Yeah. It's a 50-50, and obviously...
And then both players have gone down injured.
Yeah.
The referee's
and obviously...
for a free kick, but hasn't indicated...
No, gets his card out, doesn't he? Gets his card out. You see the red in his hand, you're thinking...
But then both players are on yellow cards.
Yeah.
So that doesn't even give you a clue. And go, oh, well, it's a second yellow. So what's he going to do? Is he going to book both players and send both?
Oh, exactly. And obviously... The referees are deemed Thornhill to have caught Clark, not the other way around. So that was a bit of lucky, or not. I don't know. The angle he had was better than ours. And then the game just opened a bit in the last 5 minutes. I mean, Ash misses a chance from 2 yards, which you'd expect him to bury.
Yeah.
Ben Gordon did really well.
Through on goal.
But again, you know, he's unlucky not to score. He'd have been disappointed not to score, and you're thinking, oh, have we?
Yeah.
And I think,
and to be honest, I did the famous commentator's curse because I was just sort of summing up. Then we'd gone into stoppage time, and I'd said, well, to be honest, you've got to give it to Soldini, the Baseford goalkeeper, saying, well, he's possibly the man of the match. He's prevented 2 clear goal opportunities for Trinity, and then he's not enamoured himself with the Simmons.
We also, I think we had Liam Hughes had a chance since he was well edge of the box that he bent just wide, and it was a really good. The last 5 minutes was really good, and then like you say, Simmons is through, and I think the 3 or 4 times he'd been through, he'd look for the pass, so he thought this time why not drill it? Wet conditions, as you say, it's gone through the goalkeeper. Did it go through a defender's leg?
I don't think so.
I don't think it did. 'Cause, I know Alex Simmons is unsure as well, but you drill it at pace in that weather.
Yeah,
you've always got a chance,
and you just need people following in case the keeper does get something behind it. But we take it, like you said. Last minute winner.
Last minute winner, best feeling in the world. I mean, I jumped up and cheered, surrounded by all the home press,
which I'm sure went down very well.
To be fair, they were all right actually. They thought they should have got a point. They probably should have, to be fair, but they didn't.
For 85 minutes, a draw probably is a fair result.
I think a draw is a fair result for the game. And that's why it makes
I just think we did finish stronger. We
finished stronger, but you could argue based on a stronger first half. That makes it a better victory because it probably should have been a draw and Gainsborough have gone on to win. It's great. And what a brilliant interview with Liam King afterwards. I've spoken to him a few times. I've never seen him so bouncy and so jolly. Oh, it was great. You could really see. I remember putting on Twitter ages ago against, I think it was Scarborough, and I interviewed Liam King and I commented on the passion because he was really gutted.
Yeah.
And I saw it in him then, and to see it the other way today was, it's fantastic. It was such a good interview. I wanted to carry on. I could have carried on for ages. It was really good with Kingy. It's just, and I think, it's great.
And I just think that is the sort of enthusiasm, exuberance that he emits from himself. That sort of positivity is being reflected throughout the dressing room. And it's shown in the performances with the heart and the desire that the players are putting in.
They're kind of playing like he plays as a player because he's always one of them instincts that's all over the place. For example, there was a moment in the second half. I think Alex Simmons could have been through and he miscontrolled the ball, and a lot of players were just going, I'm giving up. But he chased it down and he made the player. There's just something different happening at Gainsborough at the moment. I mean, to win 1-0 at a good team who've got a brilliant home record, who score goals for fun here, and keep a clean sheet, things are on the up, definitely.
Exactly, and results have gone our way today as well.
Well, Scarborough conceding 2 in the last 4 or 5 minutes against Stalybridge at home.
Last time I saw that, they were beating Stalybridge.
Yeah, they were.
And Stalybridge turned that around.
That's an incredible result. That is absolutely incredible. And only one team above Scarborough playing today, and that was Nantwich.
Buxton.
No, Buxton are below, aren't they?
But above Scarborough.
I said Scarborough, didn't I? I meant Gainsborough. One team above Gainsborough were playing today, and that was Nantwich.
4-4 draw.
4-4 at Hensford.
Resurgent Hensford.
Yeah, exactly. And at one point, what were they? 3? I've got it up here. Were they 3-1 down? I think they were behind.
But obviously,
then they were winning with 7 minutes to go and ended up drawing. So that's good.
We've got Hensford to play coming up soon as well, haven't we?
That's
over the
Good
Easter
Friday,
weekend.
isn't it? Yeah. Tough game. There's some tough games to come for games.
I don't know if they'll let me travel up on the team bus for that one. It's right on my doorstep, so I could say
have a word.
Yeah.
What, with Hensford's team bus, do you mean?
Yeah,
why not? Yeah.
I don't know. Football family. I don't know.
Football family leads us on to what you wanted to talk about. With
obviously
Ferriby.
The sad demise that we heard about yesterday with North Ferriby.
Yeah.
But, obviously very sad news. No team, you don't want to see for any team, any supporters, what they've had to go through this last few months.
Mm-hmm.
And that uncertainty, obviously, with the news that the club will be no more. Our chairman made a fantastic gesture on Twitter yesterday. People that haven't seen it, he said that any North Ferriby season ticket holders are more than welcome to use their season ticket to come and watch Trinity. Little consolation, I understand that, but an offer from...
I think I saw yesterday, I think 4 teams have done that, but Gainsborough are the actual only one from this division, aren't they? I think there's like teams that are Wyburton and that are near. I think it's amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing. I put on Twitter last night, I think it was brilliant. It surprised me when I saw it, pleasantly surprised. I just think it's a fantastic gesture. It's just because there's been some great battles with Ferriby over the years, and it's
even going back to my Telford days when AFC Telford reformed. The first game at the New Bucks Head in the league was a 2-2 draw with North Ferriby. So maybe you could say I've got an even closer affiliation with Ferriby through that sort of memory, and just seeing that, you know, from a couple of years ago playing at Wembley to where they are now, we've had some really good players over the years, Nathan Jarman, Jonathan Delaria, that have come from North Ferriby.
Yeah, I think I know my radio chick Mark Owens genuinely gutted about it because his son Danny, he scored that winning goal, didn't he, at Wembley in the cup final. So I know he's gutted. It is sad. We were there a couple of weeks ago, weren't we? And it was nice. It was good.
The kind of writing was on the wall back then, wasn't it? But
I'm just glad we got that game. But saying that, obviously now it looks like the points.
Well, it's up to the Evo stick which way they want to go. There's three possible options. One that I really don't think will happen. North Ferriby might be allowed to see out the season. I honestly don't think that will happen.
No, I don't.
But they
haven't played today, have they?
They've postponed the Bamber Bridge game today rather than saying it's cancelled pending a further investigation. Yeah. So that's the outside left one. You've got the one that we had a little look and said, well, what would happen if we expunged the records of the games that have been played? Obviously, Nantwich have only played them once. Buxton have only played them once, drew. So it changes the setup of the league a little bit. But the other way is to give the teams left to play Ferriby 3 points each. And I don't know.
I think the last one's not fair if they do that, because you'd probably say that Ferriby would lose every game, but
they have beat South Shields.
They beat South Shields, they beat Grantham, haven't they? They got a win at Grantham, which is, you know, teams like that.
That's what makes football.
Exactly, the unpredictability, you go and battle for a 0-0, or, you know. For me, it's got to be the option B, the points just taken off everybody. Yeah. It's fair then, isn't it? I know games would lose 6 points. I think looking at that article, who did it on for the website?
Neil Gentleman Hobbs had a look at the table.
Yeah.
I also had Richard Kane texting me updated tables with possibles, and Jeremy also spent a bit of time looking at how results would...
Looking at it just looks like it'll just bring Buxton into a promotion race, and that's about it really. It's still Trinity fighting at the moment for this last playoff spot. If they carry on the way they are, I mean, they've gained points on 4th place Nantwich today, which is great. It's got to be that one, hasn't it, surely? I mean, that's the only fair option.
It depends who makes this decision. Is it the league? Is it the FA?
Or Ferriby finishing the season? That wouldn't be unfair. It'd be nice for the fans, but I can't see that happening. It's sad. It's sad.
It all comes down to insurances. Maybe it might be that with no club, who pays the insurance bill to see the season out? You might see that every team loses. You know. Well, every team beats them.
It is sad. I mean, I've been to Ferriby as a press and as a supporter with Lincoln. Lincoln had took 2,200 there a couple of seasons ago, in the year they got promoted. And Ferriby, they meted and greeted every single fan on the gate. And I don't mean to search, and I don't mean to check for troublemakers. It was a genuine good evening. Well, exactly. Thank you. Right, nice one. You know, it's a genuine welcome to Ferriby. I hope you enjoy your evening, but not the resort, that kind of thing that we all do, don't we? It was great. And then going with the press, I know myself and Alfie sat in the wrong press area, but
you've got a bit of a reputation for this, haven't you? Really?
Well, we've actually quite a few games.
You got thrown out of Witton Albion.
I got thrown out. Yeah. Had the kit.
I went in the wrong box to film the game from today.
We've been moved a few times today. It's a bit of a laughing joke at Radio Links. Some of my mishaps. Broke a car for them 1 week.
Lost a bit of kit.
A bit of kit. Had a bit of kit upside down and couldn't understand why it wouldn't work 1 week. But I love this job, by the way.
we can say that today. 3 points on the road.
Now, you know what? It's been an eventful day today. It's a different setup here, and we often find when we go to away games, we are often in the wrong, and it's probably our fault more often than not. We don't know where we're to go. We kind of guess, don't we?
Exactly.
You know, I've been sat
amongst... The frustrating bit is when you get it to a ground early, you set yourself up where you get told to set up, and then it's wrong.
I wasn't here. I've been where I've told today. I went and sat pitch side. Pitch side views are very interesting, by the way. Yeah. It's very interesting. But never mind, because it's a 1-0 win, and that's all that matters, really. But
so, just the last thing to quickly talk about. I've said
Tuesday
a few times.
Tuesday night? No.
We'll mention that as well.
Yeah.
So, okay, in a minute.
Go on then.
We said a couple of times that we talk about the playoff mix and how that looks at the end of the season, because obviously the winners of the playoff might not necessarily end up going up.
It's very rarely the case. Is it's a complicated one, isn't it? As well, sorry, I thought I'd just turned that off. It's a weird setup in this league.
For one season only.
Is that all it is?
Yeah, because by next season there'll be 2 up, 2 down from the Central League and from the Northern Prem. But this season, as it stands,
I think it's just a case of, if Gainsborough qualify for the playoffs, I think they've done well. If Gainsborough get to the final of this division playoff, I think they've done really well. And then if they go up, it's a phenomenal achievement. I think you've got to look at it like that, because it's a tough one. Because when Kingy and Ross Hannah came in, they were still within touching distance of the playoffs.
They were, but
I know
we've said it a few times, haven't we? The feel around the place.
Oh my goodness, yeah. You can. I mean, I've only done away games since they've come in, and I can feel it. Looking forward to next Saturday, because I imagine the Vale good factors back at the Martin & Co as well. Yeah. It's just great, and I think, as I say, Kingy's interview today, you could just see it when you watch it. You just see the passion, and as a fan, that's what you want. You want to see that. You want to hear that, yeah. And I think they're going to do all right. They've got a decent run in, haven't they? If you think of the fixtures they've got.
Yeah, and to be honest, if you are in doubt, if you're sitting on the fence about coming along and seeing the last couple of games of the season, we've got 4 games at home, 7 in total. But 4 games left. We've got a Fab 4 ticket that's available now to buy.
Yeah, I saw that. I think that's fantastic as well.
Looking at getting supporters in that are a little bit on the fence, a little bit unsure about what Trinity have to offer. Save yourself some money, get yourself down, and back Liam King's promotion push.
So the home games, I think it's a great offer, and that'd be the 4 games. That'd be Marine, Hensford. Who's the next one?
Hyde and South Shields.
Hyde's the one I keep forgetting. So it's Marine, Hyde, Hensford and South Shields. And that game on the last day of the season, I think it's going to be crucial. I think it's going to be a massive game. They'll have a big following. Gainsborough are going to need a big following. That's going to be a great day, that one. I really do think it will. Putting offers in like that, again, I think it's great. I think the chairman's been brilliant this week, coming up with this thing for North Ferriby, all for the the good of the club, and he doesn't have to do any of it, does he?
No, of course not.
Which is why it's fantastic.
Why Trinity in the community,
in it together,
part of the community,
in it together, isn't it? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so playoffs: 2nd versus 5th, 3rd versus 4th, with the highest place at home. The final, a one-off leg again.
Highest place at home.
Highest place at home. Then,
because they didn't do this last season, did they?
That would be the situation.
But that they didn't do it last season. Did they?
The Super Playoff? No.
No, because Ashton beat Grantham, didn't they, in the playoff final? And yeah,
but it's just with the league reorganisation, with the Central League and the Northern Premier League being split into 2. That's what we're trying to deal with to sort ourselves out. And then if we win, or whoever wins the playoff final, would then end up facing the winners of the Central League playoff final.
Is that at a neutral ground?
Again, I believe it's at the highest place.
So if 2 teams finish 4th in their leagues, then what is it, goal difference?
Points per game.
Wow!
Very complicated.
It is. I think we'll wait until that happens to try and work it out properly.
Just a little bit excited, but again, we can be talking about it.
Yes! It is nice. I think before the Ferriby podcast, I think the other ones we'd done then, I think it was a bit more doom and gloom, really, wasn't it? I can't remember the one we did before then, but it wasn't as good a feeling as it is now, which is great.
It was Warrington, wasn't it? Let's not go there.
Warrington, oh dear. Yeah, that was it. So,
but yeah, okay, just to finish off then, Dale, what's happening Tuesday night?
Well, as you know, I Radio Lincolnshire, we work together, and they've actually asked me to host a show, which is...
what about Dale?
Which is a bit... gardening. So myself, Mark and Dave Remnant, which is the BBC Radio Lincolnshire non-league team, is going to spend an hour
all
really...
special guests?
All podcast guests as well, yeah. We're just doing a non-league show, really. We've got an interview with Dom Roma, which we've just done, haven't we? Which is actually... I thought it was quite interesting, quite a lot of it.
Yeah. Which was your first radio interview.
Exactly, he was, and it's my first show, and I wanted to have him on it in some way, shape, or form. We'll be playing the Trinity song.
Sorry.
And I love it. And also, we'll in the games section of the programme, we've got quite a lot to talk about, really, haven't we? Obviously, we're reviewing the season, but also looking forward, seeing where things can be won and lost. I think Mark and Dave are going to do a prediction of, I'm going to work out how many points you need, blah blah blah. But yeah, give us a listen. It'd be quite nice. I'm looking forward to it. But there is a good chance that it'll go wrong and I'll press lots of wrong buttons. So that's worth a listen, if nothing else, really. You'll be listening, won't you, Rob?
I'll be listening.
You better be.
I will. Worth committing. If not, I'll certainly be listening.
Get it on the
listen
iPhone.
again.
Yeah. And
Big side player,
next
listen
Saturday,
again.
come and tell me how awful it was at the at the Marine game, because I'm there.
It won't be awful.
No, it won't. I'm
sure
only
it'll be
joking. I'm looking forward to it. It's good. It's good. So, and also looking forward to Marine next week, because we went to Marine, didn't we? And it was a good point, if I remember correctly. But Marine
have since gone on some very good form.
They are, but they're there for the beating. They are there for the beating. And Gainsborough,
anyone is with Liam King and Ross.
With the run-in, just briefly, the 7 games left. There's only on paper South Shields and Warrington that you should think. Oh,
apart from today, Dale, football's not played on paper.
I know, but the rest you should. Apart from today, the rest really they should go in really fancying it, and then the confidence will be higher. And then Warrington, we owe Warrington for that abysmal game at Martin & Co. And South Shields, it was a tight. I wasn't there. You were there. It was a tight one anyway, wasn't it?
Tight one.
And South Shields are beatable away in particular. So, what a great end to the season we've got, Rob.
If North Ferriby can do it, we can do it.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us. See you all next week.
Thanks. Bye.